Okay, how's it going, guys? I'm back, and welcome to 4.05 patch notes. I know you're happy to hear my lovely voice again. Uh, just wanted to go over some of the patch notes. I'm not going to go through all of them because some of them I really don't give two shits about. So, just going to go through mostly the battle changes with all the classes, and that's pretty much it because that's really what we really care about, you know. So anyway, I'm just gonna skim through it until we get to it. And I got cool looking furnishing here. Some flower pots. It looks like they have a little glow effect on them. Okay. And then the new treasure hunt area. And if you don't know, it's with the maps that came with Stormblood. You can now go in there if you get lucky. Anyway, so first off, Paladin, Oath Mastery. You no longer lose half your gauge when you switch. Awesome. We already knew that from the live letter, so nothing new there. Kinda... Alright, we already know. Holy Spirit. Potency reduced from 430 to 400. I figured it was going to go to like 400. I thought they were talking about the cast time too, but maybe I just read something wrong, or maybe I got a different translation somewhere else, or a source from somewhere else. Anyway, whatever. They still do a crap load of damage. Who cares? Okay, Warrior. Yeah, they're stance switching. They don't lose any gauge. Great. Storm's Path. I said it was going to be 260. It's 270. But I also said Maim was going to be 200 instead of 190. So, I guess that's where the other 10 went. I don't know. This I didn't expect. The Unchange and Inner Release not costing Beast Gauge. Pretty nice. I haven't tested this, but my buddy said he's already, I guess, done a dungeon. I've been on work all day, so I haven't really got to play at all. I just got on. But he said on a big pack pull, he'll heal for like 4,000 or 5,000. I don't know how many mobs that is. So he was saying like maybe like 400 or 700 on each mob. I can't remember exactly what he said. Somewhere around there. So nice little change. Okay, whatever. But with, you know, no penalties switching, you're better off doing Decimate anyway. It's 80 more potency on it. Let's see, Dark Knight, Soul Eater, combo, increased damage. I don't know anything about Dark Knight this patch, so I'm sorry. They got MP Restore on Quitus, however you say that. Don't even ask me about Dragoon, because I don't know. Because I haven't played it since Heaven's Word. So, yeah. Gotta be good. There's my class. Gut slash. Getting a gut slashed from potency of 220 to 200. That was a horrible pun. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Machinist. Yeah, you can look at it. I haven't touched it. Black Mage, I haven't touched it, but they got some reduction in their cast times and MP cost reductions. And okay. Summoner, no longer required to inflict an effect on a target to gain a throw attunement. Okay, so I guess you can get to your Dreadworm trance faster. I don't know. This is kind of weird. What they did with Plenary Indulgence. I could never say that word. Where, and now I'll just sum it up for you. Basically, it worked with your AoE cures, like Medica, Medica 2, and Cure 3. And it procs 100% of the time, and they reduced the healing effect from it. And they reduced the duration of when it lasts, like from 30 seconds to 10 seconds. So, basically, you can use it as another AoE free cure, basically. So you could just do Medica 1, and then, excuse me.
You could do like a medical one, then use that and just get another heal to top everybody off, I guess. Just another way to save mana. I guess that's the theme of White Mage this this expansion. White Mage saves a lot of MP from everything. And then the last change, making Cure 1 proc 100% of the time instead of 50%. Which is good, because it's more mana efficient to use Cure 1s, usually. Depends on how hard your tank is getting hit. But still, nice little change. Okay, we'll take it. Most of these changes were actually already listed in the live letter forum, except for some of them. So emergency tactics, that was listed before, 30 seconds to 20 seconds. I still think it should be lower, but whatever, that's fine. Indom, it got an increase from 400 to 500. That ability was already really strong, so cool. Xcog, I thought it was going to be like 700. They went all the way to 800. Holy crap. And they increased the duration. And they increased the reduced the recast timer. So, wow. Pretty strong. It feels a little bit better at 800 though. Because I was playing with Scholar because I've been leveling it recently. And I noticed that even at 650, it didn't feel that potent when it actually triggered. I mean, it all depends on how much damage is incoming on the target, but I don't know, it just didn't feel as impactful. I think when this procs, when they're at 50%, 800 potency, you're probably gonna feel that one. It's probably gonna bring them almost, if not up to full HP. Well, we'll see. I haven't gotten Fey Union, but increased by 5 yalms, yay. Oh, and also, your gauge doesn't decrease when your fairy isn't actually tethered to the person, instead of constantly draining and doing nothing. So, Aether Pact, I freaking nailed this. Wait, that's not the one. I'm thinking of this one. Aether Pact, yes, the same thing as Summoner. So this one, the Quicken Aether Flow, I already called it that it was going to be 5 seconds at 100%. And what is it? 5 seconds reduction, 100%. If I can highlight 100%, there you go. 100%, baby. Called it. I even called it before the live letter that was what it was going to be. But anyway, down to Astro. I didn't know they were going to change a lot with Astro, but I guess they did. So balance got nerfed back to 10. Well, I shouldn't say nerfed. It got brought back to the original amount. This is awesome though. Now this change with the spear is so good, because now you're not always trying to fish for balance and arrow. You do have a third option now. You could use spear. I mean, obviously it's not as good as damage because it's crit, but it's still good. And I probably didn't mention that. And now, instead of having reduced stability recast time, which is whatever, it now increases critical hit rate by a party member by 10%. And obviously, if you spread it, it's less than that. So, and the same thing, they pretty much tell you the area effect was the percentage. It's obvious. It's always halved. So, if you don't know what half a 10 is, you should know what half a 10 is. Undraw reduced from 5 to 3 seconds. Okay. Hyper light speed change. I haven't played Astro at all, so I'm Okay, let me read this real quick. No longer reduces the recast time of light speed upon restoring critical HP with benefit 2. The recast time of light speed would now be reduced upon executing essential dignity. Reduction of the recast time of light speed changed from 5 seconds to 10 seconds. Okay, I think that's better, actually. Because if you don't critically hit your HP, or maybe it was too strong. I don't know. It's kind of a weird change. I don't know how I feel about that one, but whatever. Okay, Asuna MP cost reduced. Nice. The only thing I didn't see was Adlo getting reduced, you know, and Sucker. But, we'll live. Especially with this now, the Aether Flow being up like every 45 seconds, your MP should be okay now. Let's see, Miasma 2 is now for Scholar, so you can now do some more damage with in the dungeons. I really don't see use for it inside raids again. I said that before. But in dungeons, they'll help. And then Astro got Empty Road and Undraw Spread. So that way you can remove your spread card and whatnot. And of course, what we all have been waiting for is Omega Savage. And I'm going to be streaming later today our first attempts on this. So that should be interesting. I'm just going to go over this real quick. So obviously these are the amounts of tokens you'll need to purchase whatever, weapons, body, accessories, all that stuff. Okay, and then for clearing turn 4, I think it's turn 4, yeah, turn 4, you'll get a Genji coffer on top. Now, that was one thing I was confused. So I was under the impression that you'll get a weapon, and then you'll get this coffer. So when that means 2 people in your raid, after you clear 4, will have their weapons. And how that coffer actually works is, whatever job you're on currently, and you open the coffer, it will give you the weapon for that job. So everybody will have their weapons pretty quickly. Unless RNG is pretty bad. You could get, I don't know, one job that's not in your group, and that weapon drops every week, and the only way you're getting your weapons is, you know, through the coffer. Then, yeah. But by that time, yeah, 8 weeks, everybody will have their weapon. So, from the coffer, and then you can use that 8 tokens for another weapon, I guess. I don't know. Just some other extra stuff. Now your roulettes give you the new tombstone creation. And that's about it, what I'm about to go over. I'm not going to go over through anything else because I don't do PvP at all. Sorry. Feast. That's PvP still, yeah. Items. Cool. That's nice. And tank themed gear design. Alright. New mounts. They fixed to have strength on the vitality accessories on the new ones. New minions. And then that's it. That's all that we really need to go through. So, a lot of good changes. Couple nerfs. But all in all, pretty good. And there's still more to come. And we have Omega now. So, a lot of stuff to get through. So I'm gonna get off now, end this video, and I need to get some stuff done before our raid starts tonight. If you're watching this now, feel free to watch me later. I will be streaming 4 hours from now, which is 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there, and you get to watch us wipe constantly. See you later.